Okay, I like this problem here from section 2.6, guys, where they ask you to find, oh boy, the 157th derivative of y, where y is equal to sine of x. And as I hope everybody understood, no, they're not realistically asking you guys to come up with 157 derivatives right here. They're really hoping that you guys are going to figure out a pattern. So if y is equal to sine of x, then our first derivative, y prime, the derivative of sine of an angle, is going to be, no, that's not what I meant to write, is going to be cosine of the same angle, cosine of x. Our second derivative then, y double prime, is going to be the derivative of cosine of an angle, which is the opposite of sine of the same angle. Okay, our third derivative now, the derivative of negative sine. Well, the derivative of sine of x is cosine of x, and that negative just tags along here, and we get a negative cosine of x for the third derivative. And on now to the fourth derivative of y. Okay, the derivative of cosine of x is going to be negative sine of x, but there's a negative out in front of that already, so that's going to turn that negative sine of x into a positive sine of x. And right there, guys, that is where the cycle ends, because what happens next? Our fifth derivative right here, y5, all right, would be the derivative of sine of x, which is cosine of x, which we already found right up here. So that would be y5 right there is our fifth derivative. And now, as I think you guys can hopefully gather, this negative sine of x is going to be the sixth derivative. Negative cosine of x is going to be the seventh derivative. Sine of x is going to be the eighth derivative, and so on and so forth. So what we really need to do is figure out where 157 is going to end up in this particular pattern right here. So what I would do, guys, is take 157 and divide that by 4. Anybody who's going to take linear algebra in college, when I was in college, this is something you had to take as an engineering major, guys. You're going to learn about something called modulus, which basically deals with remainders when you divide things out. Now let me think. 4 times 40 is 160. We're just a little shy of that. So I think this is going to be 39, which is 156, with a remainder of 1. And that remainder right there tells us where we're going to be. I'm pretty sure that's going to get us to this spot right over here. Like, for example, if this was y4 and y8, it would be y12, y16, y20, y everything that is a multiple of 4, which is also going to be 156, which means that y157 is going to get us right back up here on this top level. So I think we can answer the question now, guys, that the 157th derivative of sine of x is going to be on this top line right here, and the answer is going to be cosine of x. So in the adage, work smarter, not harder, guys. No, we didn't really expect you guys to come up with 157 derivatives, but let's do a few, see if we can't tell a pattern, and maybe extrapolate the answer from there.